Ricardo, this is a fight that's 1 year in the making. You were supposed to face Jackson at Total Elimination 2003. You injured your foot. How do you feel coming into this match today?
Really, I hurt my foot in the last year, and I need time to be good. But now I'm fine and ready to fight. Quinton was in my way, and now is the time to show him I'm ready to fight and get Vanderlei in the final.
Now, the last time that you fought Minowa, it took a little bit longer than normal because you broke your hand in the first 2 minutes. How was that? How was it possible to fight with a broken hand, man?
Man, shit, I had just got my ass whooped in the Grand Prix. I'm like, damn, I can't lose to this guy in these tight-ass red shorts. So I had to go out there and fight with a broken hand. First, I didn't think it was broken. I just thought, it hurt really bad. But that guy come out there with his cheeks hanging all out and shit. Damn, I said, fuck, if my hand wasn't broke, I would have smacked him on his ass.
There you go, the ass movement again.
Yeah, the ass whooping.
Yeah.
With that ass.
Quinton Jackson, while you said you would submit him in your bout, a lot of people feel is looking already past you. He wants a rematch with Vanderlei Silva. He wants the middleweight championship. Do you feel that maybe he's taking you lightly heading into tonight's tilt?
I heard a lot about that before. Other fighters tell the same. But me, I ever training hard, and if Quinton think that way, he's gonna be surprised.
With him saying that he's going to submit you, what is your answer about that?
But that's what he's gonna have to do. He's gonna have to try to submit me.
He's gonna try to take it out.
He's gonna try to take me down.
So you obviously worked hard on it.
I worked hard on it.
What is your game plan? You're striking, you're gonna knock him out? Are you, like he says, I'm gonna submit him. You're gonna say you're gonna knock him out?
I'm gonna submit him.
You're gonna submit him?
No, I ain't gonna submit him. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to do my thing. I'm gonna try to, work this type of strategy called whip your ass.
Oh, and explain me that strategy.
The strategy is, when somebody try to come and force themselves upon you, you force yourself upon them, doing so, whipping their ass.
Okay, it's time to find out who is going to be the #1 contender in the very competitive middleweight division here in Pride Fighting Championships. Is it going to be Quinton Rampage Jackson or Ricardo Arona? Boss, this bout was supposed to take place last year at Total Elimination 2003. Arona was injured, but now tonight they will do battle with lots hanging in the balance. What is the root report on these two warriors?
Okay, the Ruta report on Arona. He is very good in submissions. He is very strong, and he's been working very hard on his striking. Now, Quinton Jackson, he's a very complete striker. So he can do it all. He's punching, kicking, knees, he's got the whole package. He's very good with the takedowns, especially the slams, like he calls them. He slams them down, slam, bam, thank you, ma'am. And he's very good in ground and pound.
All right, having said that, how do you think this match will unfold?
Well, in order to win for Arona, he needs to take this fight to the ground and tries to go for a submission. But taking Quinton Jackson down is a very hard thing to do because Kevin Randleman couldn't do it. So Quinton's probably going to keep it on his feet, going to try to keep it on his feet, and then if it goes to the ground, he's going to try to keep on top, come on top, and go for the ground and pound. Arona's going to try to take him down and go for the submission.
All right, it's Jackson versus Arona. A shot at Vanderlei Silva is up for grabs. All right, boss, it's time to find out who is the #1 contender in the very competitive middleweight division at Pride Fighting Championships. Ricardo Arona is in the ring awaiting his opponent, Quinton Rampage Jackson, who will be seeing action for the first time since breaking his hand against Ikuhisa Minowa at Shockwave 2003. In a recent interview at PuroWrestlePower.com, Jackson said his hand was 80%, so it's not yet at 100%, but he wants that belt very, very badly.
Yes, he does. And the coolest thing was at the moment when they announced that he was going to come, the people here in the audience start howling. All the people starting, "Ow!"
And we want to wish Quinton Rampage Jackson a happy 26th birthday today. And imagine what a birthday present it would be if he were to defeat Ricardo Arona. The celebration afterwards would be one for the books. And while we have a moment, boss, Quinton Jackson wanted to wish a very happy day to his 4-year-old son, D'Angelo. Of course, he is a father, being Father's Day as well. And also, he wants to thank the many people who support him back home. People like Lord & Sons Construction, Jim Santaniello, Shorty, OCTattoo.com, Dragon Life Productions, FightingSportsGear.com, and Unbreakable Mouthpieces. And also don't forget Quinton Rampage Jackson has a new DVD out, Rampage Unchained Volume 1, which is available at RampageJackson.com. The most charismatic MMA star out there today, the best promo man in the business. And tonight, he has his sights set on the #1 contender.
He looks very serious, and as you can see, Colin Oyama behind him. Everybody is hyped for this match. This is very important, like you said, Mauro, because whoever wins this match, it's a setup match to fight Vanderlei Silva for the title. The tension in this place, you can feel it. You can feel it. What is going to happen? Can Arona take down Quinton Jackson? And can Quinton Jackson knock out Arona? That's the question of the night.
Now this fight was supposed to take place at Total Elimination 2003 in the first round of the middleweight tournament. At that time, Arona was hurt with a foot injury. He's now 100%. So both of them are coming off injuries, but both of them as well know how important this match is to each of their careers.
Wow. Now let's wait for the announcer.
これより第2試合を行います。青コーナー180センチ 91.3 キロヒカルド
Arona's 25, 5'11", 200 pounds, undefeated in Pride with a record of 3-0.
赤コーナー185センチ 92.9 キロクイントン・ランページ Jackson!
Jackson celebrating his 26th birthday today, 6'1", 205 pounds with a record of 8-3 in Pride FC.
Both fighters have the utmost respect for each other. They said in the interviews, but both of them know that they have to win this fight in order to fight Vanderlei Silva. And for Arona, it was a wish come true, yeah, and everybody knows. For Quinton, of course, he wants revenge. That's the only thing on his mind.
Arona was quoted in Brazil as saying he would submit Jackson here at Critical Countdown. Jackson, of course, very explosive, known for his excellent wrestling skills, and they don't call him the king of the slam for nothing. A trademark, those devastating Jackson slams.
Nice left kick there to the inside thigh of Jackson.
Jackson with a shot to the body. Arona backpedaling. Going through a feeling out process here in the early stages of round one. Another nice leg kick delivered by Arona.
Yep, this time with the right. So he knows to kick left and right, as he told us in the interviews that he was going to do.
Of course, Arona very good on the ground, but they say that his striking has improved. And if he wants to engage in a stand-up war with a guy like Rampage Jackson, his striking will have to be at its best.
Whoop, there he goes for the takedown.
Knee delivered by Arona, standing guard.
He has his
Body
guard
lock.
closed, which is very important. Quinton shouldn't slam, shouldn't do anything. Just stand up, so Arona's guard is going to get tired, and hopefully he opens his guard, because he cannot slam him right now. He cannot stick. This is a dangerous position for Quinton.
Stop! Don't move! Stop! Don't move!
They're going to restart this in the center of the ring, because they were too close to the corner or the ropes. It doesn't matter where you are. When you are too close to the corner or to the ropes, they restart you in the center of the ring, which I think is a very good rule here at the Pride Fighting Championships.
Arona defeated in Pride at 3-0, 8-1 in MMA. His only loss was to Fyodor Emelianenko at the 2000 Rings King of Kings tournament. Jackson, of course, has faced many MMA superstars with a tremendous record in Pride. And again, both these fighters have that #1 spot when it comes to challenges for Vanderlei Silva's belt in their sights.
Yeah, you saw Arona already catching an arm, holding an arm. Look, here's see what he's doing? He's going already. Armbar coming up. That's an armbar.
Trying to go for an armbar, but Jackson quick to get back to his feet.
He should just stand up. Don't play a game, jiu-jitsu game, with a guy who's doing jiu-jitsu since he was 6 years old.
And we saw this in the opening bell between Sakuraba and Shembri, the Brazilian, on the ground in the butt scoop position. His opponent on his feet, and the referee will be bringing them back up to a vertical base. Shembri now comes ahead with a left to right. There's a nice high kick.
That kick to the body was a liver kick, as I always say. Okay, guys, for your home, little shot so you can drink one.
Nice shot to the body by Jackson.
Good takedown defense with a knee to the head.
Was going for the takedown, and Jackson met him with a knee.
Yep, it nearly hit him. You do not want to get hit with that knee. Look at him, how he sets things up. Arona's waiting. If Quinton gets too overconfident, Arona might get a takedown.
No, with Jackson's defense, there's no way. I mean, it's almost impossible to take Quinton Jackson down, and he ends up in the closed guard of Ricardo Arona.
And again, right now, he has to watch out as soon as he feels a grip. Look, when he grabs his wrist, watch out. Armbar, triangle choke, everything is going to come up.
Of course, for Arona, this is where he's most comfortable, is on the ground. An Abu Dhabi submission wrestling veteran.
He's going to go for a right armbar, the right arm on Quinton. You see, he's locking it up. He's acting like he's not grabbing it, he's just holding it, so it doesn't really show that he's setting it up. He's going to skip his hips out. Watch, you see, he's grabbing the leg already. Yep, he's going definitely, not anymore, but he will go for that right arm of Quinton Jackson. Watch, here we go again.
Jackson needs to posture up. He was hitting him with some shots to the body, hopefully opening the upstairs. There you go with some shots to the head.
You're calling it, man. Very good, Mauro.
Hey, learn from the best, Bazito.
Body, head. There you go.
I don't still owe you money for those books, by the way, right? Those were a gift?
They were a gift
Boss
right
Room
now.
Books of Combat?
Yes, they were.
Okay, thank you. Jackson remains in the close guard of Arona. And really, what does Jackson have to do here, boss? I mean, Arona obviously trying to set up a submission from the bottom, but Jackson not doing too much from the top.
Just make sure he's going to go again for that right arm. Yes, you see? Now he can do two things. He can pass Quinton's arm and go for a triangle. You see what he's doing now?
There it is. He's going for that.
And otherwise he goes for an arm.
Oh, and Jackson's hit with those kicks. And he may indeed be rattled. Quinton Jackson was just rocked with those kicks, and
he's
Arona
bleeding.
thinks he's out.
I think he's bleeding. Oh, no.
Arona is yelling out to the referee that he thought he might be out. But Jackson is regaining his faculties, but man, those kicks from the bottom by Arona found their target and rattled the brain of Quinton Rampage Jackson in the first round.
And what a round it is. That's action. Quinton Jackson, to go back to your question, what should Quinton Jackson do is make sure that, both arms are in, both arms are out. Like I said in the last fight, create distance, start hitting. Go for the body, then for the head, or vice versa, of course.
And he's done that sporadically in the guard. But Arona, and we've seen this on many occasions, they say he has the habit of fighting safe at times. And he's not exactly safe here as he's going for the submissions, but he's can be a passive fighter. And sometimes that is frustrating and very hard to fight against, isn't it, boss?
It is, and that submission might not be a real submission, but it's a nice setup for a straight armbar, to get the attention away from the right armbar, left armbar, and then go for a right. Look what he's doing. He's going for here. Reverse figure four, I think. Let me see. Can't see it in the camera angle. Here. No.
Give up? No.
He's asking, do you give up? But, I mean, there is no submission there.
The look on Jackson's face says, are you crazy? Look of incredulity on his face.
You see, he's constantly locking his arm up. What Arona should do is try to go one time for the other arm. Obviously, his favorite arm to attack is Quinton's right arm.
And really, for Jackson, he's probably just
now go for the left. Now
waiting
go for the left.
For the referee to bring this back to their feet, because Jackson doesn't seem to want to do much in terms of trying to escape the guard even right now, boss.
He just should get up, push his body upwards,
drive the air out of the midsection.
Armbar coming up again now, this time for the right arm again. Hopefully reverse him. He could not. Yes.
Looking for the sweep was
Yep.
Arona.
Quinton cannot let Arona on top. Then it would be a very dangerous situation.
Drops a hammer strike, but not much damage. Now goes to the body.
He should just
There to the top.
create distance. He should push himself a little bit more upwards so he can start raining straight to the heads too.
Not posturing whatsoever, and now Arona underneath there, and setting up
Trying to go for a
guillotine from the bottom.
But that's not going to work.
No, not from
triangle
that position.
Triangle choke. Quinton should explode out now. Oh no, he still has his arm in. He still has his arm in. He should push his right arm through, or he should move to the left side.
And there's always the danger from this position that a guy like Jackson will just pick you up and slam
Now he's going to go
the
for an
ground.
armbar. Watch this. He's going to go for Jackson's left armbar. He's going to go. Jackson still
Got
has
him in
his fist
triangle
in.
choke area there.
No, it's dangerous. He's got to get out.
Oh, then I told you, he picked him up and slammed him to the ground.
He's out! He's
I told
out!
you.
He knocked him out! Unbelievable!
Electrifying turn of events. We were just speculating, and it came true. Quinton Rampage Jackson with a trademark slam knocks out Ricardo Arona at 7 minutes and 32 seconds of round number 1, and he is now the #1 contender for the Pride Middleweight Championship.
Did you see how high he slammed him up all the way up to the sky, and he rammed him, slammed him down on his head? Look at the cut. It couldn't come in a better time because Quinton is obviously received a big cut above his right eye, and that could have stopped the fight. Look at this.
You know, many people ask us and ask Quinton when there is the opportunity to slam, and Quinton Jackson says he never plans it.
That is the kick. Yeah, the doctors are already inside the ring. They're looking at it. Safety first, ladies. And look at this now. Watch how high he picks him up. It's unbelievable. Look how high. All the way. Oh, he knocks him out. It's
And remember, we said
unreal.
Arona was busy going for the triangle choke, but against a guy like Jackson that also sets him up for something like this. A high angle power bomb like slam, and it's lights out for Ricardo Arona at critical countdown.
unbelievable.
A devastating slam. And you see his head bounce off the mat like a basketball.
He doesn't care. If he got triangled, he just doesn't care. He lifts him up and he slams everybody down. He did it with Sakuraba, with many other fighters, and now he does it with Arona. What a powerhouse.
And there is now no doubt about it. The king of the slam wants to be the king of the middleweight division, having just served notice to Vanderlei Silva that, hey, my friend from Brazil, a rematch is in my sights.
Wow, and this time he's going to have the preparation and no fight before. You know, that could be a really entertaining fight. He and Vanderlei, my God, that's going to be a slugfest.
And of course, Ricardo Arona is now back on his feet, wondering what happened to him, as we take one look more here at this devastating slam.
Oh, I always say positioning first, and this is what Arona should have done. Once you get lift, let go of your legs. Do not let yourself get slammed down.
You know, Vanderlei
should have opened the
Silva
guardian.
and Yuki Kondo have to settle their business first, and that'll happen later this year. But once that is all settled, it will be Quinton Rampage Jackson vying for the Pride Middleweight Championship.
Ah, now I see it. You see, he got a headbutt. He headbutted his own head on Arona, and that's why he received the cut. I saw it in the last slam. So it was not the kick, it was they were bouncing heads.
The fans congratulating the victor here tonight. Quinton Jackson is your winner at Critical Countdown.